Employees in India have a new favorite topic, the new labor codes. A lot of people are curious about the new rules. There's a lot of confusion around them. What do the codes mean for employees and what does it change for companies? Today, we'll break it down for you. For starters, India used to have 29 central laws on labor. 29. That's one too many and way too confusing. In the year 2020, the government tried to streamline this. They introduced and passed 4 labor codes. Last week, these new codes finally came into effect. And today, we'll bring you the top highlights. To start with, there are tweaks to your take-home salary. The new code says your basic pay must make up 50% of your package. If your package is, say, 10 lakh rupees, then the basic pay should be 5 lakhs. This will reduce your in-hand salary every month, but it will boost payments to social security schemes like a provident fund. That's point number 1. Number 2 is a guaranteed minimum wage. And this will apply to all workers in India, whether you are in the organized or unorganized sector. If you work in India, you will be guaranteed a minimum wage. In 2019, a committee recommended this amount to be rupees 375 a day. However, there are chances that it will be recalculated once again. Number 3. Timely payments are mandated. A daily worker must be paid at the end of their shift, a weekly worker before their weekly holiday, a monthly worker within 7 days of the next month. That's right, you have to get your salary within 7 days of the next month. Number 4. Working hours have been set. You can work between 8 to 12 hours a day. The weekly limit is set at 48 hours. That's how long you should work. And if you work extra, then you must be paid twice the regular wage. And this clarification comes at a very important time. You have seen industry veterans asking people to work 14 hours a day. Well, the labor code is kinder and it says 8 to 12 is just fine. Number 4. Protection for gig workers. This includes delivery boys and cab riders. They will now be included in the Social Security umbrella. We're talking about life insurance, disability cover, and health benefits. Say you're an Uber driver or a Swiggy rider. Then 1 to 2% of your turnover will go to the Social Security Fund. Number 6. Push for gender parity. The new code reiterates equal pay for equal work. They also permit night shifts for women. Until now, women could not do night shifts in factories or mines, but that has thankfully changed. If there is consent and security, night shifts are allowed for women. Now, number 7. Free annual health checkup. This applies to all workers above 40 years of age. Your company owes you 1 free health checkup a year. And finally, number 8. Benefits for fixed-term employees. This is a new class of workers created by the government. Such workers are employed for a fixed term, say 1 to 2 years, while regular employees have no such timelines. These fixed-term workers will be eligible for gratuity in 1 year, but for regular employees, it is still 5 years. And that sums up the key changes in our labor laws. As expected, there are differences. There are also questions. But here's one thing that everyone agrees on. We had to update our labor laws. It is something that benefits all the parties involved. Workers get protection and social security benefits. Employers get ease of hiring and even doing business. A lot of companies have complained about India's labor laws previously. Too many laws hamper efficiency. It becomes hard for them to keep track of these laws and to comply with all of them. So companies just shift elsewhere. At the same time, you need to strike a balance. The goal is to keep companies and workers happy. Let's see if these new codes can achieve that.